All right, guys, I'm going to do this real quick today just to, I know you guys want to hear the sound and see what it looks like. This is the Toce. We've got the 60th anniversary back behind us, so it's going to be a good install. Me personally, not a fan of Toce. You know, you make the decision for yourself. I'm just not a fan. So no fluff, let's get right into it. Don't know, the only panel that you need to take off for exhaust install on the R7 is this one right here. So you want to take this off, and obviously I forgot it does have this little lower panel, but you want to take all of that away. It's very simple. You're just going to use a 12, and then of course the Allen wrench. I'm losing it because it's the end of the night. We did show you guys what it's got. It's got the muffler, the header pieces, obviously the Y pipe, and then of course it's got the clamps, the exhaust springs, and then a spacer, and then they give you 2 new washers as well, crush washers. And then of course I think they're worried about leaking because they do have
fiberglass.
Fiberglass.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they do have fiberglass to seal a little bit of the holes.
I've never seen that.
Huh?
I've never seen that in an exhaust box.
It's old school, yeah. So see how the fitment is. That's kind of. There's a reason I'm not a fan. So you guys can see that fitment. So we'll see. We'll see if the customer likes it, if he gets any leaks, and we'll see how it sounds. So let's get straight to it. Oh man, it's got a little bit of damage on the bottom here. Bet you they didn't see that. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick. So as you can see, the one panel is off, and then of course the bottom aluminum panel that goes on the bottom here. So basically 2 panels. This is all you need to take off in order to install the exhaust. So you can get to underneath here, you can get to the exhaust bolts, and then of course you can get to the 12s that are holding it on underneath here, and then of course on the other side. So it's not that big of a deal. You can see the whole exhaust right here. Make sure to loosen this first before you even start undoing any of the bolts for the exhaust. Just get this guy off so it's out of the way and you don't forget. That will need to be repositioned back there. Okay, so the only thing that you do need to do for this side is you have to remove this rear set. And when I say remove, you just need to take these 2 bolts out, lift it up, loosen the bolt underneath there, and you're good to go. Okay, so I just want to show you guys. I got this loose. All I'm going to do is lift it up. Obviously, I got my 12 over here. All I'm going to do is lift it up, hit the 12 real quick underneath here. Minding not to scratch anything, but that's it. We're just going to take it out and do the other side, and the exhaust is done. So there it really is this easy because I think it's out. Might need to turn it a little bit more. So, and if I remember, I think we can get to this without loosening it. Yeah, we can. So to do it right and not mess anything up, I would say just remove this rear set as well, but really not that big of a deal. I must be tired. I'm sweating too. Okay, so what we've done is we removed the bolt here, we removed the bolt on the other side. All we need to do, and we've removed all 4 from the front of here, all you need to do is put a little pressure on the back here. You see that? So just make sure you're holding both sides, but it really is.
We don't want to show that.
Yeah. Okay, so you saw that? It just pops right out of place like that. So, but it really is that simple.
That thing looks massive.
It is massive. So now, as you can see, there's only 1 panel that's needed. So the thing that I'm trying to do, and we're going to start doing, is I want to show you how easy these installs are so the dealership stop taking advantage of you guys, because we've had a couple guys get taken advantage of, and it's just, you know, $600 to install the exhaust is absolutely ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
It is absolutely ridiculous. So that's that out of the way. So here are the stock gaskets. We're going to take those out and we're replacing them with these gaskets from Toce. So I'm really not a fan of these gaskets because these are cheap. You know, these OEM ones are pretty good, but it's Toce's exhaust. I'm doing what Toce says. So we're going to stick these in here. And obviously you guys know these go in the exhaust ports. They're probably going to fall out. Put a little, if you can't get these to stay, just take a little bit of grease. And I mean, you don't need
lube.
You don't need to put a lot of this in there. Just be a
Lube it
beep,
up.
beep, 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 beep. And throw it in there.
A little Moto KY jelly.
That's right. And there it is. Stays right up in there. Not too fond of this exhaust. All right, so all the exhausts that we've seen so far come with these separate. Makes it much easier. Jeez.
Zip tie?
No, metal, just twisties.
What do you need?
I'm gonna have to get let me just get a needle nose. I'll show you here in a second what they do. And most manufacturers do this as well anyway, but here we go. You can see it. So see, it's how they spray it, so they don't really get that top piece sprayed.
Okay, stop moving.
So see, they hold it up like that, so then they spray the pipe, and then they don't get that top piece right there, which is not a big deal. You're not gonna see it, so it doesn't really matter. So this guy is, I gotta figure out which one's number 1 and number 2. The nice thing about M4 is they mark these. They mark number 1 and number 2, so you don't even have to try and figure it out. You just make it happen. So that's something that Toce probably wants to take into account. All right, so this guy in and up. That's that. Let's see if this lines up on this side as well, and then we'll get a couple shots for you guys. Okay, so here's their Y pipe. We put this in. So people installing this, I didn't see any instructions in the box. Not that we need instructions, but I would like to know what goes where. So Y pipe, longest pipe on the inside, shortest pipe on the outside. This guy goes just like this. It slides right on there. So we can move, we can adjust a little bit, move it a little bit. Remember, don't tighten things down until you're done. So then this, let me get that out in the trash.
You know what that reminds me of? Like the
What?
dried, like ramen noodles.
What?
That exhaust.
Oh, like the
Looks
coating?
like 2 noodles. Penne. It's like penne pasta.
Oh, gotcha, right here. All right, let's see what we're looking at here. So this guy, oh, okay, it goes over the swing arm. Okay, got it. So this goes like such. That's it right there. So that's, okay, they have a bracket, I'm guessing. Let's see what they supplied. They supplied this, which we need. This and this. These are all the bolts bracket. Okay, cool. So this is what they supplied. This obviously goes right here. So we're gonna take this off real quick, slide it off. We're gonna put this, you know what, it would be nice if we could hide that. So put it like that. We'll tighten it from the other side. So we'll put that in there. Now it is a pretty tight fit, which is fine. The only problem is they coated it up until there, and it's nowhere near the exhaust, the mount over there. So if they coated it,
What do you mean?
so what I'm saying is, look, they coated it till there, right here. They coated the exhaust. So if I push it, that's where it's gonna stop. So I can't, so if I put this up, I can go,
Oh,
I can
it's
go,
like
look, it's gotta
really
go
tight.
more, it's
Yeah.
gotta go forward, yeah. So I guess you gotta go a little bit onto the coating. So first of all, let's do this. Let's put this back there because they use the mount, so there's no use taking it off. Get that out of the. Good luck. Anyway, all right. So don't forget, you don't need to reroute this. You just need to pull it from its little tab up here, the O2 sensor, and plug it in. If I was you, I'd just do this first. Just plug this in first. Let me twist it a little bit. Oh, wrong way. Let me twist it first, right there. Put it in. So then just get 2 small zip ties, and then just follow the lead up there, but you're not going to follow it all the way, obviously. You want to make sure it's not touching anything, so I'm going to make sure right there. You can see it right there, and all I'm going to do is just zip tie it to the rest of the sensor wire. So right here. Yeah, see, nice and neat. You don't notice it. Push it back. See, you can't even see it. And then I use my little clippies right here. Beep. So you can't even see. I'll get you guys some light. So that only took 1 zip tie. But as you can see, there's the whole exhaust installed. So, and if you like it, go get it. If you like the Toce look, make it happen. Now, don't forget there is a spacer. Obviously it goes between the Toce exhaust right there and then onto the motorcycle frame. So very, very simple. I'm just gonna push it in there. They do supply this with washers on both sides, which I advise you to use. It's another reason why you don't tighten things down, because you do need to play with it a little bit. So that is basically how it mounts. So if you guys like this, go get you one. Okay, so that's it installed. Obviously, we're gonna pull the exhaust springs on. We're gonna tighten it all down. Remember, don't tighten anything. Just put it hand tight until you get it in place, because you might have to manipulate it a little bit. We had to go a little bit over the coating in order to slide the muffler on. Not a big deal, and that's it. We'll give you kind of a close look. It's kind of dark. We'll give you some light. We got some light here. You can take a look at the whole exhaust right there. So she looks good. If you guys are a fan of that, then sure, you're gonna love this, and we'll see how it sounds. Okay, so I'm gonna button it up. I'm gonna tighten everything down. If you're doing this for the first time, double check everything. You don't want anything in your mind that you didn't do. So I'm gonna do it. We're gonna head outside, start it, show you guys what it sounds like, and then we're gonna go home.
Yes.
So we stayed late just to knock this out for you guys, and of course the customer wanted it back in the morning, but there it is. So take a good look. I don't know if you guys saw that. How long was that? Probably
30 minutes?
maybe 30 minutes,
Yeah.
maybe. So just remember, very simple on the R7. You take off that one side panel and you're good to go. So and it's for everything. It's the yoke. Doesn't matter what it is. Let's roll this. In fact, let me just turn it around real quick. Hold on.
I'd say if we weren't talking, it probably would have for sure been 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's not that bad
It was
at
pretty
all.
easy.
So we got a lot of stuff going on in the shop. So, but what we'll do is we'll just spin this around so you guys can see it in the light. You ready? You ready? So you know what? Let's stop that because it's in here. It's going to echo. Let's take it outside. You guys can understand. Trying to give you the real
Effect.
Yeah, the real effect, yeah.
You just wanted to show off your twisting around skills.
Oh, I mean, if I haven't got this down by now.
Hey, oh. It's actually fine.
All right, can you guys see that, I guess?
Yeah.
Cool? Do it.
Not so much
that's it. We stayed late, as you can see, to install this for you. Do a quick install just to show you guys it's not that hard. One panel off on. That's the Toce. If you guys like it, we will have it available on our site pretty soon. In the comments, let us know what you think. It sounds, it's loud, right?
Yeah, it's like, it really
Yeah, it's loud. I'm not sure. But anyway, you guys let us know if you have it, want it. Let us know. Comments. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.